Hey guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. I'm Trick Boomer as always. I don't usually do this kind of video, but if I'm honest with you, everything's kind of it's kind of frustrating watching YouTube following the keynotes. So I just wanted to give you guys my sort of opinion on everything. Do you know what? Hold on. I was going to just leave this up as my background, but because, you know, the guy is going through some crap and he deserves some support. So everybody go, if you haven't already, subscribe to Frogboy X1 Gaming. Go over and see him. I'm just going to leave Andrew just sort of waffling in silence in the background and let his game play. Go give him some support. He's going through some crap at the minute, and you know, he deserves a backing. Like, he's a good guy. So yeah, if you haven't already, go see Andrew and go subscribe to him. Chuck some likes on his video. This particular video, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put a link to it in this video. Anyway, that being said, right, I'm going to only really cover the GPU section because this video would be massive if I didn't do anything other than that. So shall we start with AMD? They have some GPUs. No, I'm only messing. I'm joking. I do have a couple of worries. Now, don't get me wrong. I want AMD to do well. You know, I need to put into perspective here. I want AMD to do well. I intend to be upgrading my rig near the back end of the year, and I intend to be shooting around the sort of 5070 Ti range, that sort of price range. So I'm kind of hoping that there's some competition there, because I would like choice. Choice is a good thing, you know? So I'm hoping that AMD do pull something out of the bag. There's a few concerns that kind of, look, should we address the elephant in the room for starters? The new naming scheme. Now, I got a leaked video of, it's basically a video that they used during the marketing when you know, pushing this naming scheme forwards. Should we take a look at it?
Nana, can I get a gaming PC for my birthday?
Oh, of course you can, dear.
Oh, wicked. You're freaking awesome, you're the best, Nana. Can I have like a 7 or 9000 AMD CPU and a RTX 5070, please?
Oh, of course. Nanny will get that for you.
Nana, you're freaking awesome. Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm so excited.
Oh, let me see. Oh. I'm not getting any younger. Let me get the old wireless were fired up. What did the boy say? AMD, we'll go. I'll just set it down for agreement. For CPU. Put that in. And I'll put in 5070. Oh, look at that. Exactly what they asked for. 6 things down, because the top things don't say anything. They sponsored, I don't think it's those. 6 or 7 down, we've got what? We've got a AMD 7700 and a 5070. Oh, that looks ideal. Oh, hang on. Now I'm seeing something. There's one here, and it says that it's got a 7700 and a 9070. Well, that's got to be better because it's a bigger number. I'll buy that one.
Yeah, I think that basically explains literally everything that needs to be explained about this naming scheme. At the end of the day, guys, it's obviously like supposed to be either it's not a one-off and they intend to go 9170, 9270, 9370, which is kind of just, I don't know. Or it's just a one-off because this naming scheme starts with a friggin' 9. So like the way numbers work is it would just then have to go to 100, or it would have to be a 9170. It's obviously just purely to just trick little old ladies or anyone that is not educated and doesn't know. I mean, the problem is I just don't want it to matter, you know? Like, I don't want it to matter that they get that. As long as they're sort of on par, I suppose it doesn't matter too much. But it is a bit of an underhanded way around trying to sell your GPUs by just being like, you know, the newer one. Or appearing that way. Also, the other thing that was kind of niggling me was that when they were talking about the FSR4 and it being locked down to, everyone keeps saying in their videos 9000 series, but it doesn't say that. Like go back and watch the keynote, every single page that they're talking about FSR4 and the fact that it's exclusive to, you know, particular series. The naming scheme. Also, AMD are literally calling the 9070 a series in itself, and the 9060 a series in itself. They're classes of card. Why it's not a 9000 series anymore. There's two series in the same. Anyways, AMD is being a little bit underhanded with its naming scheme, and it's a bit slimy. Like, all AMD fanboys moan about Nvidia being slimy, but at least they're freaking slimy in front of your face. These tactics by AMD at the minute are a bit underhanded. Also, where's the extra VRAM that you guys keep saying that you need to have over these Nvidia cards? Because it kind of looks like AMD are offering the exact same. Secondly, like I said, the other problem I was having was FSR4 being exclusive to certain series. Now, it didn't say 9000 series. Everywhere it said it, every page, every time they talked about it, every page said in a disclaimer, it is exclusive to the 9070 series, which kind of indicates that their 9060 series that is coming, their lower end of this gen, isn't going to have it. Why wouldn't you put the superior upscaler on the lower card? Or is it the same as 6000 series, you know, where the two lower end cards didn't have encoders because obviously AMD felt like you weren't paying enough money to have an encoder on your card. Seems like a bit of an Nvidia thing to do that, but funnily enough, on Nvidia you have to go down as far as I think the 1030 before you get a card that doesn't have encoders on it. Yeah, so that's kind of AMD wrapped up. I hope that these performances come through. I hope that they smash it out the box, and I hope that I have an option when it comes to me upgrading at the end of the year. Okay, right, so Nvidia. Look, say what you want about Jensen, but he knows how to do a keynote, let's be honest. I mean, the man crawls his way up out of the floor of the stage in a shiny alligator skin coat that looks like, you know, it came in a pack of 3 from Temu. But the guy's rocking it. The guy is rocking it. I mean, literally the keynote is like him doing that 5-minute sort of quick intro, where he gets rid of some of his AI Tourette's, and then straight into what everyone wanted to see. AMD, the fucking GPUs. Like, literally everyone's just literally been anticipating for this, and for whatever reason, I genuinely believe that they'll just want to see where Nvidia is going to set the price. But for whatever reason, they decided not to. They said it was because they ran out of time. I will take on board that AMD is literally a force in the CPU space right now, and it's been a very, very long time since that's happened. So I can understand why a large chunk of their keynote is about CPUs. Same again, you need to just throw in some GPU in there. Everyone's been waiting for it. Back to NVIDIA. So we've got Jensen in his shiny coat. He's wearing, he holds a chip. He holds like literally a chip slice, like Captain America's shield.
I thought I was worthy.
And then he ends it off with a Iron Man suit robot reveal. I mean, the man knows how to run a stage. I'll give him that. So, elephant in the room on NVIDIA's side. I would like to know, right, I'm going to say this now to you people out there, right? The only people I can think that would be confused by his statements are idiots or AMD fanboys trying to push hate. That's the only people. And do you know what's most irritating about it? Is those AMD fanboys trying to push hate going, oh, NVIDIA lied to us, NVIDIA. They're basically assuming that you're freaking idiots, because every time Jensen said
4090 performance.
he immediately followed it with
Impossible without artificial intelligence.
it's obvious that he's talking about the new F. What he's also saying to you is if you want 4090 performance at $550, this is how it has to happen. That's kind of the message he's trying to push across there. You can't bring into like talk the, you know, like the now cheaper AMD cards, because they're not supposed to be at that price. They're at that price because they haven't sold one. So drop the price. How marketing works. This whole thing is marketing. The whole keynote is marketing. Every one of these companies they just push marketing. That's the whole point of this keynote. That's the whole point of the keynotes in general. They want to market this stuff. So yes, he's going to wrap it in some spiel and be well worded about it. But at the end of the day, what NVIDIA are offering, and if it actually performs the way that they're saying it's going to perform, it's a no-brainer. And people have been moaning about the uplift and everything on the cards. At the end of the day, yeah, those cards, in my eyes, prediction time now, my eyes, those cards are going to be between 15 and 30% increase across the board. My thinking for this is that NVIDIA basically won't, I can't see them releasing a generation with less than 15% uplift on base, right? And secondly, the 5080, if the 5080 is no more than 30% faster than the 4080 Super, then it means that it's not faster than the 4090, which means the 4090 gets to keep its high price for a little bit longer. If NVIDIA sees a slowdown in price in that area, I believe that we'll then get a 5080 Ti, which in my prediction, I'm throwing the prediction out right now, in my prediction, if we get a 5080 Ti, I believe it's going to have 10 to 20% more die, cores, etc. And what they're going to do is they're going to throw 24 gigabytes of VRAM, of GDDR7, but on the same 256-bit bus, because in the spring is when we get the 3 gigabyte GDDR7 chips. So I believe that they'll utilize that if they have to. And it just basically means that they could just put a more unlocked die on it, change the BIOS, swap the chips. Everything else can pretty much stay the same. So I think that if we get a 5080 Ti, that's what we're gonna get. But you've got to look at it in the perspective of everything. 50 series, if the performance is even 10% more across, from the 5070 to the 5080, if those cards are only 10% more performance than their predecessor, you're getting 10% more performance than the card before, for, in the 70 class, less money, in the 80 class, the same money, and you're also getting all this new fancy shit to play with. And if you're like me, you kind of like having the fancy shit to play with, right? And again, like I said, if the new DLSS features and stuff run the way that Nvidia say they do, we're only gonna have to wait and see, aren't we? But if they do, the fact of the matter is, like, if they do, then, you know, you've got the new DLSS 4 with the multi-frame gen, and we've got Reflex 2 coming, which sounds freaking insane. But if it freaking works though, like, I feel like the problem is with GPUs, they've literally reached a plateau where the CPUs are struggling to keep up. Even the fastest things that we're throwing at them, that in certain scenarios, they're still struggling to keep up. So the GPU manufacturers have got to figure out a way to get that better performance and that better clarity and that better movement and stuff without overstressing the CPU. And this is Nvidia's attempt. So AMD haters, you can drop in the comments. I do not care. I don't mind at all. Just please do me a favour. Go see Frogboy X1 Gaming. Chuck him a subscribe. Jump in some videos. He's a bit of an AMD fanboy, but it's okay. He gets a little salty occasionally. He's had some. His swing has gone one way, but it quite often comes the other way. It's alright, it's just sail in the wind. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please let me know in the comments down below and I'll do some more. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Love you.